Football, a game that millions play and billions watch. A sport of unity of teams, working as one to overcome their opponents. But what if everything we believed about football was flipped upside down? What if the key to winning wasn't teamwork, but ego? Welcome to Blue Lock, the anime that didn't just redefine sports anime, it shattered every idea of what competition, ambition, and glory really mean. It's ruthless, it's psychological, it's war. With a football, this is the story of 300 strikers locked in a high-tech prison, all fighting for one thing, to become Japan's #1 striker. And in Blue Lock, there's no room for friendship, no room for weakness. Only the strongest ego survives. Japan's national football team fails to reach the World Cup quarterfinals again. The Japanese Football Association realizes they lack one thing: a world-class striker, a player who can turn the tide of a game with one goal, a player who doesn't hesitate, a player who is selfish. So they hire Eigo Jinpachi, a mysterious man with a radical plan. His project, Blue Lock. The idea? Gather 300 of Japan's best young strikers, lock them in an isolated facility, and force them to compete. Destroy their sense of teamwork, strip away their hesitation, break them down, and rebuild the one who remains into the ultimate goal-scoring weapon. The reward? A chance to lead Japan to glory. The cost? Your career, your friends, your dreams. If you fail, you're out. Forever. Our main character, Isagi Yoichi, is introduced as an average high school player with a sharp tactical mind, but a hesitant heart. In one of the most defining moments of his early football career, he chooses to pass the ball instead of taking the shot himself. And that decision costs his team the game. That single act of hesitation becomes a wound, one that festers in his mind and soul, whispering doubts into every moment of self-reflection. That one moment haunts him, night after night. He replays it endlessly. What if he had shot? What if he had trusted his instincts instead of seeking validation through teamwork? When Isagi is invited to Blue Lock, he enters a world unlike any he's ever known. Gone are the rules of traditional football, gone is the idea of playing for the team. Inside Blue Lock, he is surrounded by monsters. Barou, the self-declared king. Nagi, the lazy genius. Rin, the cold and unshakable strategist. Each player exudes confidence, ego, and unmatched ability. Isagi is overwhelmed, but something inside him awakens. In each match, through every brutal elimination and psychological breakdown, Isagi starts to change. His mind, once used for cautious calculation, becomes his deadliest weapon. He begins to dissect the field like a battlefield, reading movement, predicting intent, and visualizing paths to goal like no one else. More importantly, he stops doubting himself. He learns to trust his gut, to act on instinct. He starts to crave the fight, the chaos, the glory of devouring his opponents. His evolution isn't flashy at first, but it's deep, raw, strategic. He doesn't just grow stronger, he redefines himself. By the time he reaches the later stages of Blue Lock, Isagi Yoichi is no longer just a smart playmaker. He's a hunter, a strategist, a warrior with a sharpened ego. Pressure doesn't frighten him anymore, it fuels him. His eyes no longer search for approval, they lock onto the goal like a predator eyeing its prey. Isagi's transformation is not just physical, but philosophical. He is becoming the kind of striker Japan never had, the kind who doesn't wait for greatness, he takes it. Blue Lock wouldn't be legendary without its insane cast of characters. Each striker isn't just unique in skill, but in personality, ideology, philosophy, and the scars that shaped them. Barou Shoei, the king of the field. Barou is not just arrogant, he is imperial. He treats every match like his kingdom, and every player as either a servant or an obstacle. His refusal to pass is not stubbornness, it is his gospel. He believes that domination is the essence of football. Watching him clash with team players, lose control, and then reinvent himself into a terrifying force of counterattack is one of Blue Lock's greatest arcs. Barou doesn't compromise, he devours. Nagi Seishiro, Nagi didn't dream of becoming a footballer. He stumbled into it because his friend Reo dragged him along. But the moment he touched the ball, the world changed. His reflexes, spatial awareness, and impossible control made him a genius in disguise. What makes Nagi special is not his raw talent, it's how that talent begins to awaken curiosity, hunger, and ambition inside someone who once couldn't even be bothered to care. As matches grow tougher, Nagi begins to crave challenge. He transforms from a passive prodigy into a creative monster. Rin Itoshi. Rin is ice, cold precision wrapped around a burning trauma. His older brother was once Japan's brightest star but left him behind. Rin has vowed to surpass him and crush everyone who gets in his way. He isn't just a genius striker, he's a machine, built on obsession and control. But what happens when his perfectly calculated world is disrupted by someone like Isagi? Rin's journey is as much about destruction as it is about rediscovering purpose. Meguru Bashira, Bachira, is joy and chaos. He doesn't just dribble, he dances. He laughs in the face of defenders and talks to an imaginary monster inside his head. That monster, born from childhood isolation and rejection, represents his need to find someone, anyone, who plays like him. His search is not just for victory, but for connection. His rivalry and eventual bond with Isagi show that ego can be wild, but also deeply human. Kunigami Rensuke, the shining hero, the boy who wanted to score goals to inspire others. Kunigami plays by the rules, believes in fairness, and clings to ideals. But in Blue Lock, ideals are liabilities. As others evolve and abandon their morals, Kunigami stands firm until the system chews him up and spits him out. His fall is one of the most heartbreaking moments in the series. Yet, even in exile, he fights to return because heroes don't fade, they rise again. And then there's Ego Jinpachi. A coach? No. A manipulator? Definitely. A philosopher? Without a doubt. A revolutionary? Absolutely. Ego doesn't teach football, he rewrites it. To him, talent is meaningless without ego. Passion is useless without obsession. He believes the path to greatness is paved with destruction, of teamwork, of comfort, of self-delusion. He is the architect of madness, the voice whispering to every striker, abandon everything, become a monster. And under his watchful eye, those monsters are born. Forget what you know about sports anime. Blue Lock's matches are chaos. Every game is a survival scenario. One goal can mean promotion or elimination. The players are forced into impossible decisions. Betray a friend? Or fall together? Play safe and fade into obscurity, or take a risk and shine? Each match is a chess game. Every decision matters. We see wild 3v3s, team battles, and evolving tactics. From spatial awareness, direct shots, off-the-ball movement, Blue Lock explores real football concepts through insane anime intensity. Some games feel like psychological thrillers, others like raw action anime. But every time the stakes feel real, Blue Lock's core theme is simple. Ego is not a flaw, it's a weapon. In most stories, ego is the villain, but here, ego is necessary. It's the drive to win, the refusal to be average, the hunger to devour. Ego Jinpachi says, the one who kills 299 strikers is the striker Japan needs. It's brutal, it's disturbing, but it's honest. This anime asks, what does it take to become the best? Can you be great without being selfish? Is victory worth losing your humanity? It's not just about goals. It's about psychology, about who you become under pressure. Studio 8-Bit delivers stunning animation. The motion during key goals is dynamic, with crazy camera angles and symbolic visuals. The music? Electric. From orchestral swells to pulsing techno beats, the soundtrack mirrors the tension and drama perfectly. And the voice acting? Phenomenal. Every scream, every breakdown, every declaration of ego, it hits hard. Let's relive a few iconic scenes. Isagi's direct shot evolution, when he creates space and bends reality to his will. Barou's awakening, when the king adapts and becomes a dark horse genius. Kunigami's fall, when the idealistic hero is eliminated and it breaks everyone. Isagi vs. Rin, pure tactical brilliance, one mind against another. Each moment is more than a highlight, it's a turning point in the characters' psyches. Blue Lock has sparked real-world conversations, coaches debate its message, players love its intensity, fans are inspired by its fire. It's become more than a show. It's a cultural moment. It challenges young athletes to think differently. Do you want to be liked, or do you want to be the best? Blue Lock isn't about being a good person. It's about being the best player. It's savage, psychological, and unforgettable. If you haven't watched it yet, start now. If you've already finished, then you know. Blue Lock isn't just an anime, it's a battlefield, and only one ego can survive. Don't forget to like, comment your favorite Blue Lock character, and subscribe for more anime breakdowns. Until next time, stay egoistic.